Yo, 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 it's your boy, King Grizzly, Son of Sloth, and today we're gonna be talking about the Kanye situation. I feel like I gotta get a lot off my chest, because I've actually idolized this guy, and I've actually watched him since childhood. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've listened to most of his music. I've messed with all of his music up until now. I've never once had anything really to say up until now, up until recently, until I started seeing little controversial things like his little comments and his little crash out moments. At first, I didn't think it was too bad because a lot of us were asking for his opinions and asking about certain little things that he needed to do or say that he wanted to get off his chest. However, it's kind of gotten to the point where I don't think it should really be ignored. It's kind of got to be put into question if the dude is seriously mentally okay. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I mess with Ye. He's a funny dude. He's a great rapper. He's got great talent. He was called a genius. He was pushing. He was pushing the culture. But now, every time we see him, he's either in a process of a crash out. He's doing way too much on the internet, and it comes off as more as attention seeking than really just more of him just driving the culture and just trying to make music. Like, I feel like there's way too much going on that he's not really saying, or there's just too many people around him that just don't want to say how they feel about it. And not gonna lie to you, way too much yes mans around him. Not a lot of people literally confronting him and telling him to chill out. Way too many controversial comments that he makes. The Hitler thing, I feel like that was a little. I felt like, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not even a little. That's just out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't really say I agree with the whole killing a bunch of people and committing genocide. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty fucked up in my opinion. It comes off as way too much of a person idolizing a controversial figure like that, stemming all the way back to what before most of us were even grown-ups. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a little extra, and it comes off as way too much of a dude who's either fallen from grace or just really needs help. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mess with the dude's music heavy, and I've definitely enjoyed the music he's put out there, like Graduation, Flashing Lights, Burn, Carnival. Like most of his albums, like most of the little songs that I can remember here and there, like Runaway, Stronger, Can't Tell Me Nothing, like stuff that I remember just like that I'd honestly say is pretty good. The problem is he's had too many crash out moments. The whole KKK, the whole KKK thing, that's very controversial because that's not really something you should normally just put out there like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little extra. That's going into forbidden territory that you shouldn't go to. Also, comments from way back then with Ye that stemmed to black people having a choice in slavery. I don't think that's something you should necessarily put out there, considering the fact that all of that stems from a history a long time ago where a lot of people didn't really have much of a choice there. It was either you did what you either did what you told to do, you either did what you was told to do, or you'd get killed. Now my problem is I don't see a lot of people standing up for him. The only person I can really say that actually said something to the dude that caught me by surprise is Playboy Cardi. And mind you, Cardi stays to himself. He stays on his mysterious vibe. He don't say much. But lately it's kind of gotten to the point where bro's been just kind of making comments, kind of saying a lot, taking disses at rappers. The most of them he used to really rock with. Mind you, a lot of people he collabed with on songs that he took a lot of shots at who haven't responded to him. Mainly folks like Drake, Cardi, a few other people I can't really say I really too much really remember or mention. However, it's kind of gotten to the point where a lot of people kind of even his fans are a little concerned. And it's gonna kind of get to a point where you're gonna have to consider the fact is, does the dude really need to kind of put his health into question and actually get some help? Because at this point, it could go either two ways. At some point, you might just crash out and do something completely stupid. And most of us who's watched this guy for a long time, it could really have some serious consequences. At this point, it's gonna kind of need to be addressed, and the dude's gonna have to need some help. I'm seeing way too many people keeping their mouths closed. Yes, I know it's Ye. He's a rapper, celebrity, but he's still human like us. He's gonna have to kind of put his ego to the side and start kind of making better decisions than just making comments like this. Folks literally commented in saying this man rather does more of this, does more of that than literally paying attention to his own kids. The dude has kids. He's not getting any younger. I'm not gonna hold you. He's not getting younger. He's getting pretty much way too old for this little antics and stuff. It doesn't look good on his part. Not saying the dude's a bad guy. He's not. It's just little controversial comments like this. You're gonna kind of have to tone this down and kind of, push this down and do something else. Can't keep going back and forth, literally doing stuff like this and expecting change or results. And considering the fact that how old is the dude at this point in time? Pushing maybe 50, 40? Can't really tell. Listened to this dude for way too long. However, the dude seriously needs some help. I seen a little clip of Adin Ross talking about it, saying he needs help. The problem is, I saw the way Academics was reacting to it. He seemed a little too scared to talk about Kanye. I don't know what Kanye has on most of these rappers, but we're gonna kind of have to stop getting a little too afraid to say what is needed just to get some folks some help. Whether it hurts them regardless or not, or whether it's tough love, you just gotta say what's on your mind. That's how I feel about this situation. I feel like that's kind of needed, because at the end of the day, it would really help if somebody said something, then just let the dude continue to spiral out of control and not say anything. Yes, the dude is fully aware of his actions and what he says, but it's just not right. It just doesn't come off as genuine, nor does it sound very healthy for a dude to literally be talking this way and getting this emotionally upset all the time. You gotta put your pride to the side. You gotta kind of think about this and be like, yeah, is this really a good idea to let bro literally continue to act like this and nobody says anything? I feel like somebody's got to say something at some point. I'm just saying. Idolized this dude for way too long. Great guy. Don't want him to do nothing stupid or something reckless. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.